In the late 10th century, southern India produced a king whose ambition would change the destiny of Tamilakam. Born in 947 CE as Arumoivarman, the young prince was never meant to rule. His elder brother was the heir, but fate intervened when he was assassinated, leaving Arulmoi to inherit the crown. In 985 CE, he ascended the throne as Raja Raja Chola, a title that would echo through history. The world he inherited was unstable. Rival dynasties, the Pandyas of Madurai, the Cholas of Kerala, the Western Chalukyas of Karnataka, and the Sinhalese kings of Sri Lanka all vied for dominance. From youth, Raja Raja had been tempered by war. When his reign began, he set out not to preserve his kingdom, but to transform it into an empire. He struck first at the Pandyas, defeating them and annexing their lands. The Cholas, controllers of the spice-rich Malabar coast, were crushed, giving the Cholas access to ports that linked India to Arabia. In Karnataka, he subdued the Gangas and checked the power of the Chalukyas. Then, in a daring campaign in 993 CE, Raja Raja invaded Sri Lanka. The Sinhalese capital, Anuradhapura, was captured and abandoned, its northern territories turned into a Chola province. The Cholas had crossed the seas, announcing their arrival as a maritime power. But Raja Raja was not only a conqueror. He was an administrator who built a disciplined state. Land surveys, taxation registers, and local village assemblies were all strengthened under his rule. Wealth poured into his treasury, fueling trade from the Arabian Sea to Southeast Asia. His cultural legacy was no less impressive. In Thanjavur, he commissioned the Brihadisvara Temple, a marvel of Dravidian architecture completed in 1010 CE. Rising 66 meters into the sky, capped with a single granite dome, it was both a temple to Lord Shiva and a proclamation of Chola greatness. Its inscriptions recorded not only religious devotion but also his conquests, making stone itself a witness to his reign. Most visionary of all was his creation of a powerful navy. Raja Raja realized that whoever ruled the sea ruled the future. His ships patrolled the Bay of Bengal, safeguarded Tamil merchants, and prepared the way for conquests yet to come. By the time he died in 1014 CE, Raja Raja Chola had built more than an empire of land. He had built the foundation of a maritime power. He was remembered not just as a warrior, but as a builder of temples, fleets, and legacies that endured long after him. When Rajendra Chola, son of Raja Raja Chola, inherited the throne in 1014 CE, he inherited more than land. He inherited his father's vision of empire. Born around 971 CE, Rajendra had been raised on battlefields, riding alongside his father in campaigns, absorbing lessons in war, governance, and strategy. By the time he became king, he was a commander in his own right, determined to surpass his father's achievements. He first secured South India, defeating the Western Chalukyas and expanding Chola authority northward. His famous Gangai Konda Chola campaign, c. 1022 CE, carried his armies to Bengal. Victorious, he brought back water from the sacred Ganga and established a new capital, Gangai Konda Cholapuram, the city of the Chola who brought the Ganga. It symbolized his power stretching from the southern seas to India's holiest river. The Ganga campaign also extended into the Himalayan foothills. Inscriptions such as the Tiruvalangadu plates and the Kalingattuparani poem describe Rajendra's armies marching northward, defeating rulers along the way. These records state that his forces penetrated into Nepal Desa, Nepal, and forced its rulers to acknowledge Chola supremacy. While there is no evidence of direct Chola rule in Nepal, the expedition demonstrated the astonishing reach of his armies, from the tropical south to the mountains of the Himalayas. This campaign is one of the few instances in history where a South Indian king projected military power deep into North and Northeastern India, even brushing against Nepal, showing the ambition of Rajendra's imperial vision. Yet his boldest move came in 1025 CE. With the great navy built by Raja Raja Chola, Rajendra launched one of the most audacious overseas expeditions in Indian history. His fleet crossed the Bay of Bengal and struck at the Srivijaya Empire in Sumatra, which had dominated Southeast Asian trade for centuries. The Cholas attacked ports across the Malay Peninsula and Indonesia, capturing Kataram, modern Kedah, Malaysia, and even taking the Srivijayan king, Sanggrama Vijayatungavarman, prisoner. From Sumatra to Malaysia, Singapore to the Nicobar Islands, and even into the Philippines, Chola fleets shattered Srivijaya's control of the seas. Cities like Panay, Malayur, Lankasuka, and Talatakolam fell before them. Tamil inscriptions, copper plates, and artifacts across the region testify to these campaigns and to the presence of Tamil merchants who followed in their wake. The results were transformative. With Srivijaya broken, Tamil merchants gained direct access to Chinese markets. Song Dynasty records celebrate embassies from the Cholas bearing gifts of jewels and textiles. Trade boomed as porcelain, silk, and spices flowed into Tamil ports. The Bay of Bengal became, in effect, a Chola lake. Rajendra also continued his father's cultural and administrative vision. He expanded irrigation systems, supported temples, and strengthened local governance. His empire stretched further than any Chola before him, from the Ganga in the north to Sri Lanka in the south, from the Maldives in the west to Sumatra, Malaysia, and beyond in the east. By the time of his death in 1044 CE, Rajendra Chola had taken his father's dream and turned it into reality. He was not only a conqueror of kingdoms, but a conqueror of oceans, ensuring that Tamil culture, language, and religion spread across Southeast Asia. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Chola Empire and want to see more stories of history's greatest empires, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload.